Sometimes, Joe, there are anniversaries that make us go, geez, we're old. We've been doing this way too dang long. So with NC State and Duke in action tonight at PNC Arena, there's always something crazy that happens between the Blue Devils and the Wolfpack. And we got into this argument, like, was it the butt slap that was 10 years ago? Was it Roll Pack? Sure enough, it was Roll Pack. Will Privette joins us now on the Heister Automotive Group hotline. Will, what's going on, man? It's been 10 years since you stormed the court and CJ Leslie pulled you out of that mess, man.
It has been. You know, I've been waiting for the athletic team to have me on the court that day for the anniversary, but I guess they lost my phone number or something. Because they did the '83 team earlier the year. I thought, hey, you know what? Why not?
Listen, Will, we need new things at NC State to celebrate, so that's what we're trying to do here. I can't believe it has been 10 years. I'm looking at this box score. What do you remember before you had stormed the court? What do you remember about that game? And I know CJ Leslie is the one who helped you get back to your chair, reunite with your chair. But what do you remember about the actual game?
Yeah, so it was a noon game. I do remember that. It was a noon game. Luckily for me, I had kind of an assigned seat at what I dubbed Privette's Perch over there with the little platform. So I didn't have to get in line with all the students, which was always a nice luxury to have. So I picked up my best friend Kyle, who is a Duke fan. I would let him to go to the Duke games with me as a student, and he's actually going with me tonight. But
nice.
We got there. I was excited. I thought we had a chance, and during the whole thing, it was just like this might actually happen. We might beat the number one team, and of course we did. So it was just a fun atmosphere. That's really what I remember the most of.
Now, so people are clear, this is the 12-13 season, so this is the one where State started the year in the top 10. Mm-hmm. They got mushed by OK State in Puerto Rico. This season really was never the same after that, because the previous year they went to the Sweet 16 and they had all these hopes, all these dreams. This actually turned out to be the highlight of that year, was this win over an unbeaten and number one Duke. CJ Leslie with 25 points in that game. Calvin, as Mark Gottfried liked to call him.
He did.
He was kind of to his own. He is definitely an individual, unique individual. What was it like doing some of the? I think you guys did the Today Show together afterwards. What was your interactions with CJ like?
Yeah, that was a fun experience. We were at the Dale Center. We had to get there like 5 a.m, which, as a regular college student, that was not my normal wake up time. But we got there and we just had fun, just messing around. We did that, but then we also did for when ESPN came. We did a shoot for them at the Dale Center, so I got a lot of time there. And CJ was just a cool kid, cool local kid, obviously from Holly Springs, and it was just fun getting to know him, and he enjoyed just being in the spotlight a little bit. He is, like you said, keeps to himself, so maybe he was a little uncomfortable. I enjoyed it at least.
I don't think I've ever told you the story, Will. But this. When you guys were waiting and doing the Today Show thing, CJ was infamous for not wanting to do anything with media, okay? Mm-hmm. He just wanted to play the games. He actually just wanted to ride his ATV or whatever he was into at the time. And he did not like me in particular. His mom didn't like me. He didn't like me. It was the whole thing. So that day, they're like, okay, we're going to he's going to go on the Today Show. We're going to talk. He's going to come out and talk to you guys. So while we're waiting for like TV to get it set up, mm-hmm. CJ has 2 different cell phones, okay?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at him and I go, CJ, how do you keep these 2 phones straight? And he says, it's easy. It's not that hard. I go, well, I wouldn't be able to do that, CJ. I'm a one phone kind of guy. And he goes, my favorite line that anyone's ever said to me from a player who I didn't particularly have a great relationship with. He goes, you and me, we ain't the same. And without missing a beat, I said to him, I go, CJ, truer words have never been spoken.
Will Privette joining us with NC State and Duke tonight. We got into this like, wait a minute, when did that happen again? And yeah, Roll Pack happened 10 years ago. Amusingly enough, I went through. I occasionally go through attic purges. Like, why did I keep this? Why do I have this? This can go to the thrift store, etc. Mm-hmm. You know what I pulled out? I pulled out a Roll Pack T-shirt.
I was going to say, please tell me you didn't get rid of your Roll Pack
I did
shirt.
not get rid of the Roll Pack T-shirt. It's right next to my Doherty's Disciples shirt.
Okay.
I keep these things for posterity's sake. Anyway, the point is, you were ahead of the curve, man. Now you got breaking tea. You know, something happens. Something happens, and there's a T-shirt within 24 hours, if that, over some event. You had T-shirts with Roll Pack ready to go for the next game, and everybody rocked them. I mean, I'm sure of that era, there are a lot of people who have a Roll Pack shirt somewhere in their house.
It was really a whirlwind. Aaron Picard, he kind of came up with that logo. He was a student at State, kind of came up with it on the fly, and it just kind of took off. And I remember going through emails with the NC State, with the university, trying to coordinate this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, looking back at it, I really wish we could have gotten something with Adidas at the time, but hey, we'll take what we can get. But the best thing about that, though, Joe, is we did raise money for that. You know, part of the proceeds went to We Connect Now, which is a student organization at NC State, helping people. So I think it was over $3,000 that was raised. So that was pretty cool. And
very
just
cool
being part of it, getting a T-shirt. And that doesn't fit anymore, but you know, we'll hang it on the wall.
10 years, Will. I got nothing that's fitting me from 10 years ago, buddy.
I got nothing. Trust me.
Don't sweat that.
I was like, I looked at it, I'm like, a medium? Why the hell did I have a medium? That's dumb.
Same.
All right, man. Before we let you go, and we appreciate the time. We did bring up the Mark Gottfried butt slap of Mike Krzyzewski that actually happened in 2015. Another one of these crazy, weird NC State Duke at PNC stories. I know you're biased. Your moment bigger than the butt slap, right?
So you know, there's two moments from the Mark Gottfried area of Mark Gottfried that I remember the best, and one was the butt slap, and two was his pregame speech before they went to the Sweet 16.
There's a plane waiting for us.
Yeah, it's amazing, and whenever I'm down, I go and watch that just to hype myself up on YouTube. But as someone that worked in Major League Baseball and has been around baseball for a very long time, we are fond of the butt slap. So, I mean, it was a great moment. And Coach K took it in stride, you know.
Did he, though?
There's a plane waiting for you to take you to St. Louis. There's a hotel waiting for you, Will.
There's a game. There's a game
waiting for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a lot better than bite the damn tire.
But, yeah, he lost it by the end.
We don't need to talk about that. Will Privette, we appreciate it, man. And Roll Pack.
Guys, thank you. Good to see you guys. Take care.